Well, it says we're live,
Yep,
and we only one at home.
we only ones here.
We're the only ones here.
Well, maybe somebody will join us in a few minutes, or join
Maybe.
in with us in a few minutes. I'm here.
Make sure that's you.
Yep.
There's three. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We've had some crazy weather here in North Carolina. How about y'all? It rained, see, day Saturday, Friday, Thursday. It rained all day long.
That started on Wednesday.
Yep. Then the wind blowed and we had tornado watches and
No, it started on
the,
Tuesday and it rained all day Wednesday and all day Thursday. And then the wind blowed on Friday and then it snowed today.
yep, it's been bad. Well, hello, Miss Red. How are you? We've missed you. We talk about y'all all the time. We really do.
Yeah, as soon as the weather gets fitting where we can, we want to come and meet y'all.
Yep. Whenever his back gets straightened out a little
Well, that's
bit.
true too.
We went and talked to him today about our mattresses where they've been hurting our backs. They're brand new and they've been killing us.
It's bad when you get a new bed and it hurts you worse than the old one did.
Well, we're glad you're over bronchitis.
No doubt.
That's something rough to deal with. Did you ever try you one of those big vapes, the Sabon tank vapes yet?
You sure that was it?
I'm pretty sure. Are they going to replace it? They're supposed to. They're sending one of their guys out next week to come inspect it because I know we had like 100 night or 100 and some night.
Anyway, we had a free trial on. Supposed to have a free trial on it. It's still
Yep,
within the days.
yep. Because we ain't had it but just a little over 30 days. Not yet. I haven't smoked though in over a month now. Well, that's good. If you've made
Yep.
it a month, I wouldn't even try the vaping.
No,
I
I
just
just
keep on.
do away with all of it.
Yep, that'll be the best thing for you. Sorry it's so late, but we was actually watching a movie, some good movies on YouTube, and he had mentioned last night, or actually Stevie wanted us to go live last night, and his
Oh, I
back was
never
hurting
did
him
look to
so
see it.
bad he couldn't.
I don't know if he ever sent a message back or not.
And then he said something else about it, and this morning or something, and then tonight I sat in here and I asked him, I said, was you planning on going live? And it was like 9:16, and I know sometimes those things don't update but every 30 minutes. So I told him, I said, it'll have to be 10 o'clock.
Well, I've been talking about it every day, but she hadn't felt like it. And last night and today, I ain't felt like doing nothing.
Yep, it's been pretty rough on us.
Hey, yep.
But boy, it's been bad doing them chores and all that bad weather. That's the worst time ever to be homesteading. I was just watching Dog the Bounty Hunter. My phone let me know you're on. Well, I'm glad you give up Dog for us.
No doubt. That's a big compliment there.
That's right. I used to watch his stuff all the time.
Yeah,
And
a week
then,
ago.
no,
Yeah.
no, that's Patty Mayo. That's
Oh,
actually the reason I messed up and called you Big Red that night. I'd been watching Patty Mayo for 2 days, and they had 3 episodes on there of this girl that they called Big Red, and that's the reason it slipped out because I just watched them that day.
yeah. She gets something on the brain and she can't get it off.
Oh, she said, the wow, the wind was nuts, and then they got hail.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yep.
Cause I know we was under a tornado warning from like 11:05 to 5 o'clock Friday. Yeah, yesterday when the wind was blowing so
Hmm.
bad. And we actually tried to do a video yesterday. I don't know how it turned out, but
Yeah, I ain't tried to edit it yet.
the wind was blowing so bad that I couldn't even talk. Yeah, we got snow today too. It started snowing here
I don't know what time it was.
It was pretty early, but it pretty much melted as it snowed, but it sure was pretty falling. And she said, whenever I told her that about Patty Mayo, LOL, it's okay. You know, I always wondered if his videos was really true because he said whenever he started his video out, there's a new dog in town, and he's got one with him bounty hunting and another one with him at sheriff's department. And I actually found a news conference on YouTube about him doing videos and calling the sheriff's department about it.
Oh, I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, okay.
My arm's just jerking.
Well, hello, Stevie.
Oh, did he make it?
Yep, I will be back in a while. And hi, everybody.
And
He
what?
run in and run out. He said, I'll be back in a while.
Oh, okay.
And hello, everybody. Old school with the modern twist. Hello and
Howdy.
good night. It's about 10 o'clock here. Where are you located at? How cold is it up in Virginia, Miss Red? I am at Clemens fixing to run to East Bend. Oh, so Stevie's out wandering around tonight.
Sounds like.
Uh-huh. I hope Miss Nikki's with you.
Probably not. She probably at home where it's good and warm. Being smart.
If she's not with you, I'm gonna call her and tell on you.
They probably down there at the garage working.
Probably. Flip me back over. There we go. He said, shh. She said, let me see. You're in Ohio. It's cold there. What was the temperature here today?
Well, right now it's 35.
Yep.
It got up, I
She said it
think,
was
around 40.
it's 32 in Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Stevie said, catch y'all in a while.
All righty, buddy. Be careful out there.
Yep. Thanks for checking in with us. Sorry about last night.
Yeah. If you back around in a little bit, hop back in.
Ooh, she said it's supposed to get down to 27 in Virginia. That's cold.
Yep.
I know we went and watered our
That's what they're saying. It's supposed to get down here tonight.
Oh, really?
Yep. 27 tonight.
Ouch. I know we didn't water the chickens in the big water tank tonight. We went and put it in the big bowls, but we have a 275-gallon tote, and it rained so much Thursday.
Well, Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, late Wednesday.
If I hadn't
Thursday.
left the valve open on it, it would have probably run it over.
Miss Paula.
Well, hi, Paula.
So I was sitting on the other video holder. And Paula, I was going to tell you, I seen your message, and I knew you had told me in one of your comments that it was about the miracle about Chickadee, and you said that it was a miracle for you to be alive. And I'd always wondered why. I wasn't going to ask, I wasn't going to be nosy, but with what you told me, you're a true survivor. You're a hard fighter, girl, and you keep on fighting. That's awesome. But she said, thank you. But the tote that I was telling you about, it's probably got, there's.
It was almost 175 gallons in it.
Yep.
But like I said, if I hadn't left the valve open, it would have probably been more than that.
Oh, no. Paula broke her toe this evening. Was you kicking your husband in the butt?
She caused me to break mine one time.
That wasn't my fault.
Mm-hmm. You the one left the stuff laying out on the table.
She said, no, I wish, LOL. I know that hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Where are you guys at? We're in Jonesville, North Carolina. We're not very far from Virginia. We're about 30 minutes out of the state of Virginia. She said I was getting up in a hurry and kicked the stupid table. Oh, I hate that. I know I've been coming through the living room and hit the couch with mine, and my feet being so bad that hurts. It's all I can do to keep from cursing. Paula said she's had worse. And Kiss My Grass is really close to me. Yes, we really
Yeah.
are. I mean, we really, really are.
Yep. Yeah, I used to come up Bert Stewart in a truck all the time. At God, I can't think of the name of that place up there. It's a wood place. They made like a
That ain't the pallet
particle board and
particle
stuff.
board.
Yep. I used to haul sawdust up there,
Oh no.
and then I hauled boards out for a while.
How in the world did you run over yourself, Red? She said, "Does that count? I've ran over myself many times. Does that count?"
Mhm.
That ain't a good thing to do.
No,
Paula says, "I've broken my right foot 3 times, my left twice, 3-degree sprain to the right ankle." Oh my gosh. I have been to Charlotte, North Carolina. I like it there. Y'all ought to come up here. We're just,
that's about 70 miles south of us.
yep. But it's just really country out where we live.
Yep.
Red said she was talented.
Mhm.
I'd say that takes talent, especially if you survive it.
Now, when I was a kid, I run over my foot a few times with my bicycle.
Paula says Charlotte's tourism. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's a big city. We've had to go down there quite a few times, but I'm telling you, if I had to drive it, I'd get lost. I'd never get back home.
Nope, that's true.
I can read a map, but I don't think I could ever find my way around Charlotte.
She says she can read a map, but don't give her the map when you're traveling.
Hey, Mr. Davy. Nice to see you in here with us.
Well, howdy, cuz.
Yeah. It's been a long time. I looked for you on the last one and you wasn't here. How's everybody doing your way? Hello, L. Glenn. No map for April.
Yeah, no map for April.
I'll tell you, one time I was going to Mount Airy stock sale.
Yeah, she went to Virginia to get to Mount Airy.
I did. I was driving and my cousin and her two youngins was with us, and I took the wrong turn getting back on 77 and it was pouring so hard and had to go all the way to Fancy Gap, Virginia before we could even turn around and come back.
No, you didn't take the wrong turn. You missed the complete exit before you got to Virginia. You were supposed to got off at exit 100, and y'all was so busy talking, you drove right up the mountain. Because when you called me, you asked me, said, "Are you supposed to go up a big hill before you get here?" No.
I was Ford and Homestead. Hello.
Hey,
Nice to have you in here. Oh, David and Carol's watching. Hey, Uncle and
howdy.
Aunt. That's my mama's sister. I mean, I'm sorry, my mama's brother and his cousin.
Yep. You never thought you'd watch me on the internet, did you? We'll have to get you over here and let you talk on here some.
No doubt. Kiss My Grass says it sometimes sucks. You're sitting on your foot, but you know if you move forward or back up, it will hurt more. Yet if I can't stand to take the wheelchair off,
Oh God,
that's terrible.
it is.
Hey, family. Okay. Hey, uncle and cousin. Paula says, dang, bad work. That is awful.
Mm.
Oh, and Paula, we got us the carbon monoxide thing today.
Yeah, she wouldn't quit on me till I had to get one.
Yep, because I wanted to know my headaches wasn't coming from that.
And it ain't went off a time.
No, except for whenever he made it. She
Yeah,
said, good.
I had to mash the button to make sure what it sounded like.
Yep. You gonna tell the story about whenever we got married and what David asked you?
He might not want that broadcasted.
Oh me. She said, "Hey, that's a good idea to have one." Red
Yeah.
did. It really is because we was talking about I hadn't had no bad headaches in a good while. I used to get migraines all the time, but I don't no more. And all of a sudden, and I think it come from his sinus infection, and I think he was trying to give me one, but I got to where I was getting bad
Well, I
headaches a
told you I
lot.
wasn't trying to give it to nobody, but if you wanted it, hey, you could have it. I didn't want it no longer. I was tired of it. Still tired of it.
Uh-huh.
Still ain't got over it.
Yep. But Paula said that that was a sign of carbon monoxide, so that
Yeah,
was why we went and got one because I wanted to make sure there wasn't none in
yeah.
here. And she said, "Now you know," and yes, we do. It's a good thing to know. And he said, "So what we chit chatting about?" I was forging Homestead. I'm sorry. Said, "So what we chit chatting about tonight since I'm coming late?" You hadn't got here late. We ain't been on but about 15 minutes.
Yep.
We was watching a movie and got sidetracked.
She stays sidetracked.
I try to. Told him that we was talking about running over and breaking our toes. Paula said it is. It's the first sign. Second sign you second sign you ask death.
I need to move this mouse. I keep it
Are you
bumping it.
tied up?
I am. I don't think it'll be in the way there.
Nope.
But I keep bumping it with my legs and things keeps popping up on the computer.
Well, I tell you, whenever I was forging Homestead, he says, "Yeah, we stay off course most days, haha." We was just talking about the weather here and how much rain, then the wind and the tornadoes, and then we had snow, and homesteading's been so bad. I'm telling you, that's the worst time in the world. Have to get out and go feed animals and be out there in it for like 2 straight hours. And so you better off to stay off course and think about something else while you're out there,
Mm.
'cause it's pretty cold.
Hey, I bought you some new coveralls.
Yeah, you did.
And you ain't put them on yet.
No, there's too much mud out there.
But I don't want to hear you complain about being cold.
Oh, me. Red says my grandma always said, "Live and learn, die and forget it all." Can you tell she was a West Virginia mountain woman? LOL. No doubt.
Only bad thing with us, we're going to forget it before we die. I told somebody here a while back I felt like I'd done forgot more than I ever learned.
Oh, me. I know I told him one time I was going to take away his husbandly privileges. And he told me, he said, "I ain't worried. You'll forget about it." I'm telling you, he's funny. Oh, me. Oh,
Well, some
me.
fool had to come along to keep you laughing.
Yeah, and you do a good job of it.
Mm.
I've forged and Homestead says, "Oh dang, y'all, my tent for my Smitty almost blew away yesterday." Yes, our White House almost blew away yesterday, and we've
Well, they might
actually,
not know what the White House is. It's a 10 by 20 chicken coop that I built out of a carport from Harbor Freight.
yep, and we took rebarb, stuck it down, and tied it like a regular tent, and I mean it done
Yeah,
good, but
it's sapping
man,
it up a lot. But
you could hear that stuff flapping away yesterday.
shoot,
Davy said you was sweet.
see,
Davy, you know him better than that by now. And
that's
Red
right. He
said that
does.
was
That's the
funny.
reason he's telling the truth.
Oh, he's just kissing up.
Uh,
He is.
did
Hey,
you,
there's a horse out here, Davy, if you don't be good. Red said, "I told my niece I was going to get a shirt that said, 'I always win at musical chairs.'" You wouldn't believe what she replied. Are
do
you
we
going to
want to
tell
know?
us? Oh, me.
Yeah, I'd like to hear the answer to that.
Uh huh. I know my mama went and wrecked her lawnmower. It's not funny because she really messed up her knee and leg. When she landed, her leg hit like this and it popped her knee apart and broke that big bone. And she had to have like 10 pins stuck in it. And she was in a wheelchair, so I know that ain't no fun. Davy wants you to buy him some coveralls.
I can't afford no more. I couldn't afford to buy me a pair after buying hers.
Red said her reply. Nope, I'll push your A apostrophe out of it and take it from me. Jeez just took all the time to hobble to refill my wine. You being a lush again tonight, Paula.
Oh no.
Hey, I still got my green tea. Okay. She's a nurse too. Oh, her niece is a nurse. Well, you know, he's got a cousin that's a nurse, and when his mama was in the hospital, she told and nurses used to bruise her bad because she had little bitty veins, and Tammy went in to take her blood or
Yeah, draw her blood.
and his mama went and asked her, said, well, gosh, when everybody else does it, it hurts, but with you, it don't hurt. She said,
So that's because I just don't care.
yep. I was going to put it the way she put it, but that's a nicer way.
Yeah. We don't want to be ugly on the internet now.
That's it. House Forge and Homestead said, I could use some coveralls. I keep putting holes in my t-shirts. I tell you, they come in handy on these cold, cold days.
Yep.
We have 6 in here right now. Well, that's
Oh,
good.
we was up to
Everybody
7.
hit the like button. And I've Forge and Homestead says he sees 5, but I see 6 too.
Yeah.
See how many likes
Yeah, and
we
if
got.
any of you think we're worthy of it, share us out or tell your friends and family and stuff, cause we keep it growing slowly, but we'd like to get this thing to growing some.
Yep, we're going up.
Yep.
Travis wears coveralls most of the time, summer or winter. Now I ain't never worn none in the
Well,
summer.
yeah, I have them thin ones.
Well, yeah, short sleeve thin ones. That's
Mm-hmm.
actually a good idea.
Yep.
I didn't think about thin ones. I was thinking about the thick ones.
Mm-hmm.
LOL Ives, and I noticed. Okay. Mom and Dad are trying to type a comment. Well, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all are
If
most
they can, it might be
often
because they've got their thing set to private. You may have to show them how to go in and change it over to public where they can leave a comment.
Yep.
Because if it's private, I don't think it'll let you leave a comment.
And Ice Fortune Homestead says, yeah, y'all are almost at 500. I think I only like 9 more. We're creeping up slowly but surely.
Yeah, one place today I noticed it was showing 455 and another showing 456. So I don't know for sure which one's right.
Paula says, how many of y'all would enjoy holding my feet to the fire? Glenn don't like touching feet.
I'll build a fire.
Yeah, he'll build a fire and sit there in front of it, but he won't hold your feet.
No, I don't even like holding my own feet.
He don't. And I'll ask him if sometimes when my feet are really hurting, are there any bruises or anything? He gets way back and looks, no, I don't see nothing. Gee, thanks.
Well.
Davy said okay. And she said, yeah, he's wearing them in most of all our videos, Paula. Talking about Travis and his coveralls.
Mm-hmm.
Once we hit 500, I'm doing a giveaway. We've actually been talking about that.
Yep, that's what we've been talking about, is trying to do some kind of giveaway, but keep trying to come up with a good ideal to something good to do, you know.
Yeah, y'all got any good ideas about a good giveaway or what we can do or something like that? Put it down in the comments on this live chat, and I'll go in and look at them.
Or if
And
anybody that's watching it afterwards, put it in the other comments and we'll look at them too.
yep, because we need some ideas because we ain't never done this before.
Yep.
And I've said I see y'all at 4:55. Yep.
Yeah, I know when I was looking at it today, it was showing 455, but when I went into the studio thing, it was showing 456. So,
Yep. Figure of speech, hold accountable. That's right, Miss Paula. I've said same here. We're doing a Missouri War Tomahawk giveaway for $500. Ooh. Oh no, I'm sorry, not $500 for 500.
okay.
I get excited sometimes and get carried away.
Yeah, she reads before she looks.
Yeah.
Her mouth opens wider than her eyes
That's
do.
right. It comes out before it goes through here.
You mean before it bounces off the back and hits the back of your eyes where you can see it.
I hear you. I went to the doctor one time. I got to tell on Glenn, and I had to.
You like telling on me.
I know I do. You're funny.
I ain't funny.
He made this doctor so mad. I mean, I'm telling you, his face turned so red.
I thought he was gonna fight me.
Uh-huh. Cause the doctor was saying that he saw my brain, and Glenn said, "You don't need to be here. He don't know what he's
No, I
doing."
looked at you and said, "Come on, you don't need to be here because that doctor don't know what he's talking
And
about."
his face got bright red, and he said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I've been with her, I don't know at the
About
time.
20 years, I think.
Yeah, I think it's about 20 years." He said, "And I know she ain't got no brain." And then you ought to seen the expression change his face, but I thought he was getting ready to hit the floor that day because that doctor's face was
Yeah,
blood
it made
red.
him mad.
It
He
was.
didn't have no sense of humor.
Well, he did after you told him what you said or what you meant, but before
He
then,
still
oh, he
didn't
was
have a sense of
mad.
humor.
Red says, I have several times a Kiss My Grass hat, shirt, and our cockadoodle donk mug. That's cute. We've not come out with any merch yet. We've actually talked about getting some.
Well, we don't know enough about it to be able to make a good decision on it yet.
Yep. Paula's telling Ives she's in Missouri. Should I record the opening video to make channel official? I am thinking to record it tomorrow. What, Paula? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking to us. See, should I record the opening video to make channel official? I'm thinking to record it tomorrow.
I don't know.
She may be talking to Red. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've said seed packs, or if y'all do fermenting, then y'all can do the fermenting packs. Just whatever y'all like to do, then pack it up and send it out.
Well, we've been mainly so far just in raising animals, but we're talking about trying to do a garden this year.
Yeah, cause
But
I've been working up until the past year, and this is really my first full year off. So we went and got all of the meat and stuff done, and I've been wanting to do a garden because he don't take no blood for his diabetes. He can't.
I
No
don't never take no
medicine.
blood.
Sorry, no medicine for his
I
blood
ain't a
sugar.
vampire.
Yeah. And that's the only way I got a control in it's growing our own vegetables. Because even if I use canned vegetables out of the store, they still shoot his sugar sky high. So I've got to get some in the ground.
Well, we just got up to number 8.
Yep. And hi to all the new people in here because I don't
Yep.
see nobody else.
Yeah,
Unless
I
it's
keep
David and
forgetting about
Carol.
that.
Yep.
Oh, you've got
Red
way
saying
behind
that would
again?
no. I was trying to figure out what Paula was talking about. She said
Oh,
that would be a great idea. Red told her that would be a great idea.
yeah.
And then they're asking, we're in Missouri. Contact me on Facebook and I can help you. That's to you from Red. We'll have to. If you see April Bullen come up,
That's her.
that's us.
I've got locked out of Facebook somehow or another on account of the name I was using of my YouTube channel, and I don't know how to get hold of them to try to get it straightened out. They keep telling me I'm gonna have to send them ID and stuff, but they wanting credit cards and this and that, and I ain't putting no credit cards on there.
It's a good idea to have an intro video and
Hmm.
definitely a banner for your channel.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of this stuff that I don't know how to do. I'm learning a little along. I think I got the banner up. That's where the pigs are across the top.
That's what I started to ask her. Is that
And
where the pigs are across?
and then we finally done the about page the other day a little bit, but I think we need to work on it some more too, because I'm a high school dropout and I don't know about writing these letters and stuff like that on there.
And Paula says she don't have a clue how to do a banner. And Red, no, he don't take any insulin.
No, I can't take no. I can't hardly take aspirin anymore.
They give him metformin one time, and we tried breaking it in half and breaking it in half again and taking it every other day, and it'd make him so drunk because it would drop his blood sugar so low, so
Well, it's dropping
fast,
my blood
it would
pressure too.
drop his blood pressure too. And I told him, I said, as long as I can control it with food, then that's the
Yeah.
way we're going to go, because I'm so scared for him to start getting shots or anything. I'm afraid it's going to just soar it straight downhill. I mean, I worry about that bad, because helium and medicine does not mix. I've said, so what tool or little thing do y'all use the most for raising the animals? If it's something y'all think would help someone else, then it's a good giveaway item.
A tool.
Those
That was
totes is being most helpful because you can use them for all sorts of things.
yeah, the totes. Cause I've got some of them made where I made into feed tanks. Use them for water tanks, hay feeder. I mean, a lot of different things. But with the animals, the tractor and the Artie Cat's the two biggest things I use.
And me talking to him all the time.
Well, you talk to the wall. What are you talking about?
Him and his daddy used to make fun of me for talking to animals all the time. I talk to all of them. I don't care. And they understand what I mean. Most of them, anyway. And yes, Paula, Two Family Homestead is a great channel to go and learn a bunch about different stuff
Yeah,
for
yeah, I've watched
YouTube
them a
channels to
lot, but
do.
like I said, where I'm a high school dropout, it's hard for me to get a grasp on the stuff.
And Red said she'd be looking for us and said, yeah, that would be the banner.
Okay.
Paula told her to write it down. At Paula Wells, my mama has a Navajo taco place in Willard. Oh, she's talking about where Paula lives.
Yeah.
Mama Mary's Navajo Tacos. My family is in Springfield. You're making me hungry. And Davy said banners are created under YouTube Studio.
Oh, so you know how to do all that stuff, Davy?
Yeah, maybe we need to come see you, Davy.
Oh, maybe Davy needs to come and see me.
And yeah, Red, it is dangerous. We went to Walmart one time talking about your sugar dropping. And he was telling me, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And he come home and he said, I can't help you carry the groceries in. I said, grab the sugar thing and test it, and I'll get the blood pressure, because I didn't know exactly what was going on. Well, he done it, and it was 18 or 23, 21.
18.
It was way low. I grabbed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and started giving it to him, but it was bad.
Oh, you grab the phone and dial the hospital asking them.
I give you the peanut butter and stuff, and then we checked it again. And it is very dangerous. It scares me, and I've told him he needs to carry stuff in his pockets for it. But
If I get need something, I'll stop somewhere and get it.
yeah, sometimes you may not have time.
Well, so far, I have.
And they said that I've said their mother-in-law's diabetic. I'm telling you, it's not fun dealing with it. I was thanking Davy. Wayne Potts, hey!
No.
Debbie's in the house too.
Oh, heck. Well, howdy, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, Davy, we've still been talking. I told her there's good old boy 76, ain't it?
Yep, sure
Howdy,
is.
good old
Hello,
boy.
good old boy.
But yeah, Davy, I told
Glenn
her a
will
while
do that.
ago, I
Sell
forgot that
yourself
today
short.
was
It doesn't
Saturday. I was
matter.
going to call you and came up there today, and I didn't even think about it being Saturday. My back's been killing me for 2 days, and I can't think straight.
Yep. It sure is good to see y'all in here, Wayne and Tina. Tina,
No
I was
doubt.
actually going to call you and talk to you tomorrow. And Paula said, Glenn, don't do that. Sell yourself short. It does matter. Wisdom does a lot. He is just really smart. He sells himself short all the time because
Well, no, the things that I know how to do, I can do. I can learn a lot of things, but when it comes to reading and writing and all that stuff, I just get lost. I mean, I can't. It just don't make sense. I can throw a bunch of numbers out there and I can place them around.
but he sees stuff in his head and he can just write to it, make it. I mean, he's done wiring, plumbing, building, fixing vehicles, fixing big trucks, cementing. I mean, y'all just would not believe what all he's done. He built the milking station down here.
You remember
And I
what
was like, how in the world is a cow going to go in and out like that? And it just,
works good, don't it?
it does.
Yeah, I had that one truck up here, or that first truck I bought. The motor was trying to go out on me, so I tore it apart and built it. Big brother walked in over at mom and daddy's and told my mama, said, well, said that one's ready for the scrap yard, so that truck will never move out of its spot again. I drove the truck what 2 years after that before I bought that other truck, and then wound up pulling the motor out of that and then putting it in the other one.
Yeah, we had
And
everything
then
tore out and laid out on the ground.
yeah, I had parts scattered everywhere.
Uh-huh.
But then after I put the motor in that other truck and drove it about a year, I pulled it in up here and cut the whole back end off of it and cut the back end off of another and rolled it up there and put them back together to make it even a bigger truck. So I could put a bigger sleeper and everything on it for it to have more room.
Red
Who is that there?
Red said I dropped out.
Kendra Quisenberg.
Oh,
Hey,
hey
girl.
sissy, we love you. That's my niece, y'all. She is
That's our
awesome.
niece. She
Yes.
ain't just yours.
Oh, I'm so glad to have you in here, Miss Kendra. I hope you're still feeling a lot
That's what I
better.
sort of say. I hope you still feeling good. You
Red,
had us worried here a while back.
yes. And Red said I dropped out of school after being expelled for 10 days. I said, screw it, got my GED, went to college for a broadcasting technology degree. I hated high school. Davy, what was it you went to school for?
I think it was something in that area, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. And good old boy just got home. Red said my daddy didn't go past the 8th grade, and he's one of the smartest men I know. Well, I know he dropped out in high school, and I'm telling y'all, this man is so smart. I begged him and begged him to go get his GED and go to college. I told him, I said, I'll help you read whatever you need to read. I'll help you study for the test.
Kendra, we love you. We love y'all too.
Yes, we do, girl. I'm behind on everything. We got to talking.
Uh-huh.
See, that is what matters, the desire to learn and learning the thing that makes your day. It is.
Well, when it comes to physical stuff, taking stuff apart, putting it back together, it's a challenge to me. Reading and writing, it's a challenge, but I ain't never been able to figure it out.
Paula still wanting to teach you.
Uh, and
Oh,
it's a wonder how somebody can't read and write can drive a truck for 30 years and go all over the
or
country. And
take a computer apart and build it
well,
from
there ain't no
scratch,
reading and
not
writing on
knowing.
taking them
No, but you
apart.
still got to learn. I couldn't do it. And I went to college for a semester. And Debbie said, "Don't feel bad. I've had my days mixed up too. It comes a lot when you
They're
get
getting
older."
closer.
Yeah. And good old boy said, everyone learns something new every day. And yes, if you stop learning something new every day, then that's not a good time.
No, I mean I like taking stuff apart. The hard part just figuring out how to put it back together sometimes.
Um, Kendra said she was doing good too. Red said, heck, I would love to help people with their About Me on their YouTube page. Writing is my love. I used to love writing too. I had a lot of papers whenever I was in high school that a lot of teachers would pick and read, and I don't know, I've got out of a lot of that now. I still don't mind it, still love reading, but things just don't come to me as good as they used to. I've says, all right, I'm back, y'all. Plus, the name is Anson. Okay, Anson. Gladys is the Miss, but she is busy doing schoolwork. Well, glad to know you, Mr. Anson and Miss Gladys. Don't know where that came from, Red. I'll take you up on that. That was Kendra's. Red, I thought you already said, but guess I wasn't, and I am now. Oh no, good old boy's son's getting sick. I think it's just a cold, not the other. Well, it's good it ain't the flu.
No doubt. Or that virus.
And Davy said radio broadcasting and recently information support.
Oh, you back in school, Dave?
He evidently recently did. See, I told you.
I didn't like school.
No, you didn't.
I'd rather had. I used to try to get them to let me stay out of school and work on the farm. That
And
was in elementary school.
yep, Red says I will help anyone who needs it, Paula. I seriously love to write. Just recently, I was asked by another author to help write a book with him, and he is coming here this spring to get it planned out. That's awesome, Red.
No doubt.
Don't forget to tell him he needs to share the money with you.
Yeah. If you're gonna do the work.
Exactly.
Them sinuses still killing me.
And Anson says, yeah, I think I'm subbed to several people. Then I check, but it shows I'm not. We need to check you too. Are we subbed to them? Do you remember?
I'm not sure.
As soon as we get done, I'll make sure he goes and checks.
Yeah.
I thought folks to pass the DL test and read the test driving license.
Well,
To those who could not read it, there are many ways to fake it. He just gets things, I don't know, this way. But whenever the test for the driver's license on the truck thing come around and it was such a big thing, he was actually grandfathered in because he already had his
I
class
had them just
C.
barely long enough till I was grandfathered into the CDLs.
And good old boy said he don't read and write good either. He just gets his words and letters mixed up. I mean, he's
I
doing a
go
lot
blank.
better.
I go blank. I can read
Yeah,
better than I can write.
but he's been putting in a lot of stuff, and I'll be sitting here doing something, and he'll say, "What's this?" and he'll start spelling it out. And 99% of the time, he can do it. And I'm just listening, and I'll be shaking my head. Every once in a while, I got to throw him a letter, and then he's good, but he's getting a lot better. Oh no, Debbie said Davey graduated in 2018. I think I missed some. Nice. Red says I had to learn about radio as well. Oh, she's talking to Davy. And then Davy says, I hope nobody gets what I had. I'm still coughing. It's been 3 weeks now.
Oh lordy.
That's not good. You need to go back to the doctor because
Yep.
Mama got sick and was still coughing and some congestion and everything in her chest. It wasn't long. I don't know, probably about 3 weeks. She had another round of it, had to go back on antibiotics, and she's had to have antibiotics. It's either 3 or 4 times within the past 3 months. So you need to go back because they give her a stronger one, and she sounds fine now. But
Yeah.
she's had it rough this winter. And Red said, "LOL, he will share the money."
Mm-hmm.
I sent him some of my work for him to go over first. If he didn't like my style, I don't think I would had got in on it. No,
Mm-hmm.
probably not. So you're probably really, really good, and that's something to be proud of. He
Well,
knows what I'm saying. I see the look, Glenn. Talking about your driver's license thing, I think.
oh,
somebody else. Oh, Red was telling Debbie she had bronchitis and it took her over a month. Gladys is awesome with school and getting her bachelor's for child development and psychology. Now that would be hard, especially psychology, because I think that would be something very hard to study. And good old boy says, I can do whatever I need to, but if I have to test or read something, my mind gets blank.
I understand that. That's the way I am when I start having to try to do something. I can read good enough to be able to make out what I need to. I have to skip some of the big words and stuff, but most time you can read around most of them. But then all of a sudden, when I'm trying to, like you said, take a test or anything like that, I go plumb blank. Or when I start writing, everything just goes into a blank, and I can't figure out what letters I need to put where.
And instead, I've tried to read a book and fall asleep fast. I used to love to read, and then I got sleep apnea, and I can't because I do the same thing. I couldn't never sound, which I'm doing a lot better with the raised bed, but man, he could even be sitting here talking to me, and I'd go to sleep. And Anson says, I'm good with just high school. I'm not a school type of person, lol.
I wouldn't either. I'd rather been out on the farm shoveling shoveling out the stalls where the animals had been than I had been at school.
Yep. Paula said, faking it. About what you was talking about a minute ago. Good old boy says, I can
Mhm.
drive anything with wheels or tracks. The only problem is the state of Indiana took away my CDL because I can't pass the physical. Well, that's not good.
Well, I've got my physicals on hold right now where I hadn't drove in a few years, but I've
You
still
used
got
to
my
fall asleep
CDLs
getting
on hold with it.
Sargummies.
But that's the reason, another reason I came out of the truck, besides taking care of Dad's on account of this diabetes stuff and everything, and I didn't want to have to go getting a physical every 2 or 3 months just to drive a truck up and down the road.
And Anson says, I learned by doing it and here lately watching YouTubes, then going into shop to try it for myself. That's the best way. Davy says, I can read good, but 5 minutes later, I'm asleep. Kendra said, you used to fall asleep getting Sargummies. I remember
You,
that when I was younger, yeah.
mm,
What happened?
I don't know. What did you do?
Nothing.
You did do something.
I didn't do it. I remember one time me and Kendra took a ride, and Lord, I was so sleepy. I felt so bad for that poor youngin'.
Yeah, she scared the niece and her little brother and all this stuff. Scared me too.
And Mr. Wayne, we're doing fine. Except for Glenn's back's been bothering him pretty bad for the past few days. Paula said there are three types of learners: visual, auto, and textile. Then there are combinations of all three. I was always mad at myself because in school I made straight A's. I mean, I didn't hardly have to study. Everything comes so easy to me. And I could just sit and listen to the teachers review the test, this, that, and the other, look over a little bit of stuff. Even in college, I had a 4.0 grade average and never went on to finish. Tell me how dumb that is. Anson says, yeah, I'm the same with reading. I'm okay, but puts me to sleep if it's boring. Yes. And good old boy says, a fly on the camera. And yes, that's exactly what it was. I got to get my
Is
fly
that what
swatter.
it was?
Yeah, it was a fly on the camera.
Okay. Because I was leaning up there trying to look to see if I could see what it was a while ago, but I couldn't see nothing.
And yeah, Kendra, it was eating sour gummies. I used to
Mm.
go to sleep a lot of time trying to eat anything. She said, sorry, autocorrect. But, oh, I see the misspelled now.
Yeah, when I talk to him, Kendra, it ain't no telling what it writes out.
Yeah, and most time he's on chat. And I tell you, are you working tonight, girl? Davy says it's too cold for flies. Not here.
There was one in the car today And I opened the door up and was getting ready to get in the car, and it was flying around there, and I got it to come out of the car out in the parking lot, and then time I got back in the car, she said it done flew back in too.
Yep. And I mean, it was cold today,
Yeah.
but I reckon that where it was 74 degrees the other day, they come out and started flying. Red's back.
Oh,
That sounded awful, Poppy.
that was that bad knee.
He's been popping all day. No, I'm laying on the couch as to why my typing is terrible.
Are you doing like she used to and falling asleep?
Good old boy said I was never good at school after I overheard the teachers talking about me. Our teacher told another to pass me and get me out of their class, so I dropped out and started working.
That was me. I dropped out at the end of the ninth grade. Well, Mama gave me a choice right at the first of the next school year that if I didn't have a public job, I was working on farms, but she told me if I didn't have a public job, by the time school started, she was taking me to the schoolhouse to get a job or go to school. 3 days before school started, I went to work.
And Miss Kendra, you tell Natalie we said hello. Tell her we love
Yeah.
her. I'm sorry, I didn't even think to tell her hey.
Well, that's the
She's
reason
such
I
a
said,
sweet person.
that's the reason I told her a while ago that we love y'all.
Yep. And Anson said too cold still here for bugs. Well, most of the time it is here or has been here, but we had a spell, I don't know what, about 3, 4 days. It got really warm. I mean, we was up to
Well, it
like
snowed a week ago
74.
Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in the 40s that weekend, and then the first of this week, it was in the mid 70s, and then it rained, started raining Tuesday and rained Tuesday night, Wednesday, and Thursday up into nearly Friday morning, and the wind cut loose and blowing, and then it was snowing again today. So,
Davy said, like always, I really enjoy your live chats, but it's my bedtime. Good night. Love y'all. Love you, Davy.
good night, Davy.
Tell your mom and dad if they're still in, we love them too and hope they're doing awesome. I love you, David and Carol.
Yep.
Wayne and Tina, y'all still in here? Where was I at? Welcome back.
Who
I
knows?
was doing. Oh, Kendra said she will tell Natalie. Said that Natalie's doing the working today. So today's your day off, huh? Red said I had the boys earlier tonight laughing at me for singing. The wheels on the chair goes round and round. There's a woman I used to work with used to sing that one about the wheels on the bus goes round and round.
That's the way
And
the inside of my head feels like a lot of times. Ideals pop in there and it feels like I just go around and around.
yep, that's the way your head's going, ain't
Mm-hmm.
it?
90% of the time, at least.
My phone's a buffering and going round and round. Oh me. Good old boy says no one can help me and did not have any idea about bipolar disorder. That's rough. I've known a few people that's had it, and that has to be so hard to deal with.
I know when I was in school and everything,
And good night, Anson.
they had some special classes for like speech and stuff like that. That they didn't know about a lot of this stuff like they know today. If I'd had people back then to try to help me, I might could have learned a little bit more.
And Anson said fighting to keep my eyes open. Well, you have
Good
a good
night.
night. Thank you so much for being in here with us.
Yep.
Kendra said it's my weekend off. Had a long week, so time to be lazy.
Uh,
You deserve
well, you
it.
came to the right place.
Yeah, you at Lazy Acres.
Mm. Have you got your big bowl of popcorn? I ain't there to eat it all night.
Y'all, Kendra, when she was little, this is the cutest thing. Glenn loves popcorn pretty much more than anybody I know. And one night we'd fixed it and we was playing cards with her mom and daddy and he's over there eating it and Kendra says, he's eating the popcorn too fast. He's gonna eat more than me.
No, we wasn't playing cards. She just came over here and stayed with us. We was getting ready to watch a
No.
movie.
Well, we might have been watching a movie,
Yeah.
but Carla and Ronnie was here with us.
Oh, I didn't think so. I thought it was just me and you and Kim.
Mm-mm. Carla and Ronnie was here with us. I
Mm.
mean, we had popcorn when Kendra was here by
Yeah.
herself, but
I was thinking it just us three that night when she
do
was
you still
complaining
eat a
about.
lot of popcorn, Kendra?
There's that fly on the screen now.
Yep, I need my flashlight.
Mm-hmm. And people all be a jumping you swinging this thing around. The way you hit it,
I'd break the laptop.
you knock it
A
plumb over in the
bug!
fireplace.
Oh, me. Paula says, that's no bueno. I'm sorry I wasn't around when you were young. She's talking about his school and stuff. Red says, I like making fun of the fact I'm in a wheelchair. It makes me happy. Well, you know, where my feet so bad, I'm afraid if I don't have an operation on them, that's what's going to happen to me because they pretty much told me it'd take 5 to 6 months after I had my feet operated on for me to recuperate. And the only reason I ain't had it done is because so many people's told me it don't help. But that's one of the hardest things for me that I think I would have to face as far as my physical condition is having to sit in a wheelchair or just be mobile. Because I get out here and my feet hurt me so bad sometimes to walk, and I still try my best to walk. And I just feel sorry for you. Kendra said, always had to pop 2 bowls, lol. And no, I think I'm all popcorned out. We actually had to pop 3 bags.
Who's that right above that?
That was Anson. Yep, not all. We done told him. He said he was falling asleep. She's telling them good night.
Oh.
I got him caught up now, y'all.
Maybe. I just seen the good night there. I could see it, and I couldn't tell what it was.
Yep, and good old boy said, I live and learn the hard way.
Me too.
Sometimes, I mean, I'm not saying it's not good to go to school, but learning by living is the best way to learn, and I think you go a lot farther because it's something you've got to strive for yourself, and I think it makes a better person out of you.
Yeah, a lot of times I have to go out here and bump my head against the tree 3 or 4 times before I figure out what am I doing.
Trick my tree.
No.
Pimp my tree.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I done that to the thinking tree.
Yeah, we had that big old oak that we cut, and all the cows would stand there with their head against it, and they just look. And I said, "What are they doing, Glenn?" He said, "I don't know. Maybe they're thinking."
I told her that was their thinking tree.
We always called that their thinking tree. You can actually see them in one of our videos.
A few of them.
Yep. Let's see. Red said, I always had problems with my legs since birth, but I was 32 when I lost my ability to walk. That's just really hard to deal with.
Hey.
What are the doctors needing to do to your feet? That's from Miss Debbie. I've got stress fractures. I've got heel spurs on both feet. I've got a problem with my Achilles heel tendon. The bones are deteriorating. I've got the tendons and ligaments in them are actually swollen. They can't even actually see all the damage it's done. And I know on my right foot, my toes are slid over about this far to the right. They're just all of them's completely out of line. And in my right foot, at my ankles where everything meets, the bones and everything are spread apart. I don't know if it's arthritis in it. I don't know. The doctor told me that he called it something over the top of the bones and said it was the most he had ever seen on anybody's bone area and had it spread that far apart. I know I have to watch every step I take because if I don't walk kind of like this and keep the pressure off of my ankle, it feels like my bones just stabbing down into my foot.
I still say it's where you got mad when you was younger and stomped them too much.
He said it's because I stomped every time I got mad.
And trust me, she stomped at me a bunch of times.
Oh, look. I hope
Mm.
I don't butcher your name. Forgive me if I do. Melville's Homestead. Hey.
Hey, yeah, those are new subscribers.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
welcome.
Glad to see y'all come over and see us.
Yeah. And Paula says, I call that reliable learning style. Talking about doing it.
Yeah, butting your head against the tree a few times to get it straightened out.
Probably. And Red, yes, I can use braces. I've actually got they give me some that's got the metal pieces up the side and you tie them on and it's got the stuff under them. But from the fibromyalgia, my feet and legs swell so bad it's just like they're after a few hours. It feels just like they're digging into my legs, and they actually are. But I can wear them for a little while, and they do help a lot. And Melville's Homestead, I got it perfect. Thank you. I was hoping I didn't butcher it. I will be praying for healing on your feet. Please do. Because I'd rather have them healed and the Lord do it than me have to go under the knife. You're the first person to say it right the first try. Yay, thank you. Woo!
Y'all quit that. Her head will be so big, y'all won't be able to see me here in a minute.
Wayne and Tina's still here. I'm just so glad
Ah,
y'all joined.
yeah.
Yeah. How is Miss Joanne doing and the cat? We sent a
The old
kitten
blue.
home with them. Yep. Do you still call him Blue? Kendra said it's already swelling.
I know.
No, it ain't. I'm just glad I got it right.
Yeah, but they said you done it right.
Uh-huh.
Anybody tells you were right, it goes to your head.
No, that's only you.
No, that's you. Period.
No, I mean, if you tell me I got it right, it makes my head swell.
No, everybody does. You come in bragging every time.
Oh, me.
If I hadn't been sitting here, you'd have done been hollering at me.
And yeah, Red, it is pretty bad. I mean, some days it's almost like the only way I can explain it, and I don't know if it's because my diabetes ain't really that bad because I can actually take metformin. And I got to using regular sugar in my tea, and it went from 5.7 up to 6.1.
You right, Kendra. She's having to do that herself.
Yeah, didn't you see me doing this? That's what it's for. I'm actually putting my elbows on my hair. Sorry. Oh, Stevie's back in.
Well, howdy again.
Kendra, you're not supposed to be mean to me. You're supposed to love your aunt.
Help me out, little girl.
Melville's Homestead, while your hair is so long. Yes, it is. It's past my waist. I want it cut.
Hey, you talk that time. I'm tired of hearing it.
I'm afraid if I cut it, I'll miss it.
She
But
used to get mad and tell everybody that I wouldn't let her get her hair cut.
I'm always mean, remember?
And then
No, you ain't.
I finally just gave over and told her to have it cut off the way she wanted. And that's been 10 years now, and she still ain't cut it.
Now I did. It ain't been too long since me
A
and Mama
trim is
cut
not
it.
a
No,
cut.
me and Mama cut it up to here. It don't take long for my hair to grow out. I mean, in 6 months, it can go from being just a little below shoulder length to down below my waist. It actually needs trimming. It's been probably 4 or 5 months since I trimmed it.
Yeah, she told me one
Kendra
time for me to
says
cut her hair, and I went in there and got the clippers, and she wouldn't come in there.
it is heavy. I keep it up in a ball most of the time because it's my sister's got thick, heavy hair. Mine's thin, thick hair, but it's still heavy. Kendra says I can cut it for you. Come on over, girl. I'll
Yeah,
give you a
come
pair
on.
of scissors.
We got a brand new pair of clippers in there you can try out.
Not no clippers. Which
You
that's
said
the
you
way I
wanted to cut
wanted
it
it.
short.
I'm serious. I told him I
Mhm.
wanted it up above my shoulders, and he said,
No, you said you wanted to get above your ears.
I do. Well, I have to run and take care of Dad. I will see you still live when I'm done.
All righty.
You go ahead and do that, good old boy. We'll probably be here.
Yeah, you know how she gets.
Paula says, I have hair that can be any length I choose. I go back and forth. You won't miss it because when you do, just grow it. LOL.
Yep.
Yeah, especially with as fast as mine grows. Red said she's got very short hair. Shower, run my hands through it and go. I hate staying in the shower too long. I hate it too, but when it's hair washing time. Kendra says Mama has horse hair. She's just got some really thick hair. I know I hate cutting her hair. Gosh, it's so thick.
That's what mine used to be.
Yeah, no doubt, but you got your little spot going on.
Yeah. That's what it used to be on my face.
Kendra says your hair will look like mine by the time I'm done. That's okay with me. I love your hair. Red says, have a great night, good old boy. Paula says, mine grows close to 3/4 of an inch a month. Your son's in here.
Billy Joe, how are you,
Yes.
buddy?
I snuck. How is your back? I hope it's doing better.
Yeah, me too. I've been experiencing that problem the last 2 days.
I snuck in, was forcing my kids to eat salad. I'm like the worst dad.
Now salad, that's pretty good every once in a while.
And I'm going to tell you, Billy Joe, I eat mayonnaise on a lot of stuff. I eat it on my green beans, eat it in my pinto beans. It has to be on almost all my sandwiches. So you can't be shipping me off nowhere. He says, I'm
Oh,
fine.
I remember now what you was talking about. That
Yeah,
video of
yeah,
his.
his video. And his back is all good. That's wonderful.
Ah. I'm hoping mine will get better here in the next day or so. Really, I'm hoping for it by tomorrow, but you know.
Kendra says gross. Kendra, you know how me and Lois and I don't think Carla's is bad, but and I don't always eat it on it, but I really like it. Said Mom would dunk a raw hot dog in mayo. Yeah, we was actually talking about taking bananas and dunking them down in mayonnaise the other night.
I've done hot dogs with mustard, but not mayonnaise.
Billy Joe says mayo is the worst. Goes in tuna fish. That's it. Also, my secret weapon to grilled cheese replaces the butter. That's actually good. I eat mayonnaise in my tuna too, and I've used it on grilled cheese, and that's wonderful.
Works really good in potted ham too.
Yeah, Kendra taught me that. One day Kendra was over here and said, "I want some potted ham." So I started getting it out, started putting it on there. She said, "You gotta put mayonnaise in it." I said, "Mayonnaise and potted ham? Well, that's the way my daddy does it." And gosh, that's good. That's really good.
Oh no, Stevie, no. You're gonna get kicked out of the family there now.
That's it, Stevie. Milk.
Kraus.
Yep. And yeah, I like my hot dogs on bread too. Oh, they said Millville is Homestead. Let me change that. Miracle Whip, not mayonnaise. I don't like Miracle Whip.
I
Sorry.
don't like Miracle Whip neither.
And Red said, Ooh, Dukes and sweet relish goes great together for a spread on any sandwich.
I don't like Duke's mayonnaise. And it wasn't Kraus, it was JFG, wasn't it, that I like?
Yeah, but the gallons we get Crafts.
Yeah, well, the Kraus, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Kendra said Natalie and her always fights about mayonnaise. She likes Duke and I like JFG. Well, you and your uncle's got something in common. I come home with anything else, usually I don't like it. I don't like it.
Take it back and get me some JFG.
Yeah. And Debbie said JFG, only way to go.
Oh.
He's always loved it. Paula's a Miracle Whip person, just saying. I call it mayo, but it ain't.
Well, if everybody liked the same thing, it only made one kind, wouldn't they?
Billy Joe wants to know how the weather is down there. Ask
Snow.
him.
See, it went from snowing last Friday to mid 70s by the first of the week to rain the rest of the week. Wind blowed Friday and snowed on Saturday. So it's been all over the chart.
Getting started on homesteading. Hello, nice to have you
Hey,
in here. Hey, we got 11. Everybody, please hit the like button. Good evening, everybody. And yes, potted ham and mayonnaise is eyebrow looking good. Yes, it is.
yeah, you got to mix some in the potted ham and then put it on the bread too.
Miracle Whip is the devil's sweat. That's from Billy Joe. Paula says LOL.
I agree with you there, Billy Joe.
Red says, I won't
Look,
let anything but Dukes in my house.
look at them numbers 1111.
Oh, heck. That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, everybody, for that like button. I appreciate it with all my heart. Kiss my grass homesteading. Hello. Oh, they're saying hello to
Yeah.
everybody. And Billy says, wow, the weather is awful. Yes, it is. It's very bad to be doing homesteading.
Yep. Now we got 12 likes and 11 people. Their
Kendra
likes are
says,
higher.
Mother Nature is confused. That's how the weather is. You're exactly right. Hot, rainy, windy tornadoes, then snow. It's been awful.
Now you know why it was called Mother Nature.
Uh-huh.
They always confused.
Uh-huh. Melville's homestead. My husband likes potted meat. I have a hard time with the texture. I only eat it every once in a while. He eats it a little bit more than I do, but now when
Well,
you
I
put the
used to eat it.
mayonnaise in it, I love it on a piece of bread.
I used to eat it a lot when I was out in the truck. It beat a lot of them truck stops.
Paula
You ever
says,
watched in them old truck stop movies and they talked about the greasy spoon? I know where that come from at some of them old truck stops. You
and
didn't want to use their spoons.
exactly. And Paula says the poles of the earth are in the process of switching. I've heard that and I do believe it because I know the sun setting is moved. Wayne and Tina says Mama's doing fine, mean as ever, LOL, and Blue is now boo. He's doing good and getting so big. Have you got pictures of him up on Facebook so I can go see him? I'd love to see the little fart.
Hey, you have to use hers though if you get in touch with us because they blocked me out of my Facebook again.
Yep. And Melville's Homestead says, LOL, yes, it is confused here in any Oklahoma too. You're in Oklahoma. Did you get snow the other day too? It snowed here today and the other day, but it pretty much melted as it come down, but it was still awful pretty falling.
I wonder if he's out there with the Dutch or the ain't arms,
Oh
ain't it?
no. Yeah. Yeah.
Or Crocker.
Red said last year Travis and her stood in their doorway watching a tornado trying to form over our home. Well, y'all know my story about being stuck down there in the shit. Well, I don't know, Red. Was you on here and I was telling you about me with my face buried in his back saying, please, Lord, don't let us get a tornado. And then couldn't even come back up the Pigpen Road?
She kept asking me, said, don't you think we can get up through there all right? And I said, no.
That hell hurt. I'm telling you, I had never been out in the hailstorm, not out physically in it and couldn't get in. And there was nowhere we could go. And it's what, at least a fourth of them, close to a fourth of a mile all the way down the peak from.
Oh, no. It's less than 400 feet.
No, it's more than that.
No, it's not.
Well, it seems like it's a very long way, especially
No,
when
it's
you got
about
hell beating
400
all over
feet from
you.
the back of the house down to the hog pen.
And they did get I skipped Billy Joe. We made pan fried chicken, oil chicken with soy sauce. Can never miss chicken up here. Chicken's something really hard to mess up. It's really good. And Melville's Homestead suggests they did get snow, and we live closer to Tulsa than to those channels.
Okay.
And Paula says Billy Joe soy burns so easy. How did you not mess it up? Cause he said he was good. Red said, yeah, I remember that. Smith Family Ranch, good evening.
Hey.
Nice to have you in here. Getting started on the homestead. Potted meat, mayonnaise, and a slab of hot pepper cheese. Oh my God, it's good. I bet
I
that
never
would be
tried that.
good. No. But I'd never thought about it, but I bet it is. Billy Joe said we see snow on a daily basis up here. It falls on the wrong days, Monday through Friday. My phone is dying and I'm too lazy to get to the charger. We love you too, girl. Good night and thank you. You got to come
Yep.
back in next time.
Yep, you have a good night and sweet dreams.
I've
there, little
enjoyed
girl.
having you in here so much. I love you so much, Kendra. You're awesome. Super low heat. Paula, that's what Billy said. Smith Family Ranch, they're saying hi to Red. Paula's talking to Melvis. Kendra says, oh, they're telling Kendra goodnight. We stayed there a couple years or so ago and spent a day at the zoo. Dang near bought the season pass, lol. Stevie says all that food talking y'all done made me hungry. I threw me a sandwich with some Duke mayonnaise on it, lol.
Well, you learned that, didn't you?
No doubt. If you'd put anything else on it, I'd say bring it on over and we'll all share. And you can come be our guest speaker. But now with Duke's on it, you can just stay home. Billy Joe says, I think we do a lot of pressure cooking. I'd rather make meals in 10 minutes to cut down the resource than cook for 45 minutes to hour. You're my kind of man. That's the way I like to cook.
I like slow cooking. If I fix a pot of pinto beans, I put them on the night before. Let them cook all night.
Red says, my favorite memory of the zoo is when the monkeys started throwing their cat at my ex-husband. You should have videoed that. That would have been awesome.
I ain't got no zoo memories. I ain't never been to a zoo.
You know, actually, I don't think I've ever been either.
Closest I ever come, that thing here followed me home.
Turd. I love you too. Yo, meanie. Melville's Homestead said buying a season pass is the best thing with our family of 8. LOL,
Yep.
but mine are all teenagers now, so I don't go as much. I still like to go though, LOL. We was watching a bunch of stuff. It's called Wonder, and it was about all these animals and stuff that got out of the zoo and half killed people and all this. I just don't know. Paula says I can school you on the instant pot if you need. I've wanted me one of them because I heard they do really good. But I thought about getting what is it, a Ninja Foodie? Ain't it as fast as an Instapot? Or does anybody know? Because I know they can do like air frying. They can do a lot of stuff. Billy Joe says, I'll slow beans and brisket. Brisket. He said brisket.
Mm.
Yeah, he loves his slow cooked beans. One time, or the last time we made them, actually, they was almost mush. They was so tender.
Bacon also. You got to cook bacon slow.
Yep.
Y'all, I'm going to have to move my back. It's just.
Paula said it was the first time I've gone to a zoo without children. It was weird, but I learned to really enjoy it by the end. I've always really thought I'd like to go to the zoo because as much as I love animals and everything, I mean, I really think I would like it a lot.
Oh God, I think I need to go find my brace.
And, well, go ahead.
I don't know where's that.
Melville's Homestead said it's right over there. I love my Instapot. I moved it today. It's right there. Um, Red says I like cooking pinto beans and cornbread. Cook the pintos all day, and I have a trick to get the gas out of it. Do you put a spoon on the pot and let it walk out?
Well, that's taking the best part of it out. That's what's good for your heart.
Yeah, Glenn, you say the more beans you eat, the more you fart. It's good for your heart. Is that how it was? I don't remember how it
Oh
went.
God, I can't remember how.
But
How
I
you
know
say
his
that?
mama used to talk about that. Put a spoon in them in a pot of pintos and let the farts walk out. Debbie, good night. Got to get up early and cook dinner before church. Love y'all. Good night, everybody. Like to come eat with you. I know you're a good cook. Paula says it's an advanced tool that I would not start out with. The Instapot. There's a drive-in zoo here in Virginia. Oh heck,
A
that would be
drive-in zoo?
neat. Is that the ones where you can feed the giraffe and all the big animals out of your car window? Remember all them sticking?
Oh, I can see you sitting there and one of them sticks its head in the side of the car.
Paula said, I wish I could take you to the zoo. Why do you think they'd keep me? Glenn always used to pick on me and tell me, say, I won't take you to the zoo, they'd keep you. Oh me, where'd I get to? Stevie, well, it might not be a popular sandwich of choice, but it's good. Nikki cooked some chicken gizzards in the Instapot with some spices on it and a little Frank's hot sauce and a cold Dr. Pepper. You remember Frank's hot sauce commercial?
Uh-uh.
That beeps good on everything. I was wondering if it was really good because I thought about trying it, Stevie. Billy Joe says, up in Boston, we have the Minden Zoo. It has a deer park. I put a cup of corn around me. My brother is a big hunter, never kills anything, had 20 deer around me. Earned me a middle finger emoji that day. Well, we got a place here called Stone Mountain. It's actually in Wilkes County that you drive through, and the deer used to come up to your car wanting you to feed them. And a lot of people would take them like bread or this, that, and the other. They just walk right up to your car and then out in the wild.
Yeah, Billy Joe, I ain't never got to shoot a deer neither, but I've had one, two, three, four of them that cost me a bunch of money. $10,000 on my Freightliner that time. They loved to run out in front of me.
Oh, Paula, that sounds like that'd be a fun Gentry place, Gentry Safari.
Now, that's one thing I always thought I'd like to go to a safari.
Red says, nope, I pour out the water twice before putting the bouillon cube in. Okay. I'll have to try that next time.
So you wash them out.
Do you put sugar in yours? His mama used to put a little bit of sugar, and I'm telling you, that makes the pintos awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And Paula said, no, the Ninja Foodie. Do you not like the Ninja Foodie? Or do you not have one? Debbie said we need to plan that sometime. Yes, we do, Debbie. I'd love to come eat with you and bring something. Red said, yep, that is the zoo I was referring to. The safari thing, I think.
Okay.
My wife said she at a zoo. You remember your shirt? He used to wear a shirt that said "Welcome to the zoo."
Oh God, that was a long time ago.
It is. That was it. I mean, we was dating, very first date, and he had that shirt. I forgot about that.
I had to.
Every day, should I start throwing poo at her? I wouldn't suggest it. You'll be in the doghouse, buddy.
Don't give her no ideals.
Y'all be picking up chicken turds. Wayne says I got one picture of Boo, but I need to post some new ones. Yes, you do. Because I'd love to see him.
He's probably got big by now.
Yeah, you need to come see our Great Pyrenees. He's 5 months old and stands taller than my knees. Paula
Hey,
said,
Wayne, guess what? We got 4 goats now, and one of them's a boy named Billy Joe.
and we got babies coming. Paula said the reason children are a blast is because of the first time reactions. You would be you would be such a blast. She wants to take us to the zoo.
They won't let us out.
No doubt. How much money do both of you need for bail?
A
Oh,
bunch.
she's talking to getting started on homestead. No doubt. We need it a lot too. And Red said, no, she didn't put sugar in the pintos, but she'll try it. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference. You ain't got to put a lot. What, about a teaspoonful to
Yeah,
about a half or little over a
I'd
half crock
start
pot
off
full?
small and then work your way up that way,
And Billy Joe says Frank hot sauce equals Tabasco flavor profile. You want the dollar store Mexican hot sauce called Valentina, made with mild chili peppers, has tons of flavor. I put it on eggs and soup. I almost drank it. I'm afraid that's what'll happen to me. I love the flavor of hot stuff.
Yeah, I like the flavor of it too. I
Melville
just
is,
don't like the burn.
yeah, he can't handle the burn, but I can.
Hey, you should have tried them tacos in Mexico.
I'd love to.
You'd had tears running out of your eyes too.
Melville is Homestead. I want a Great Pyrenees. I'm telling you, he'd been wanting one for a long time. I mean, he talked about it, talked about it, talked about it. And a few days before Christmas, our neighbor comes up and says, Merry Christmas. Little 3 month old Great Pyrenees dog, and I reckon they didn't know it would get as big as it was going to get. And I'm telling you, this little feller out here went from like this to, I mean, huge. And we've only had him 2 months. He and he is so smart. You'd absolutely love them because they're like a gentle giant is the best way to describe them. They absolutely love you. Now, getting them through the chewing thing, that's a little rough. Because at 3 months old, he could eat you up and had some sharp teeth. But he is just so smart. I mean, we're teaching him
he's
tricks. He's really smart.
he's just about to get out of the chewing stage. He still wants to grab my hand once in a while.
Yep. But he's almost there. But if you really and truly want one, you've got to get one because they will absolutely love you to death. And he pounces at the cats and the guineas, but I think all he's wanting to do is play with them because he'll
Mhm.
just pounce and his little tail's just a wag. Well, it ain't little no more, but it's just a wagging. And I don't think he'd
Yeah,
hurt anybody unless they was trying to hurt us.
when use him for air conditioner this summer.
Yeah, no doubt. Paula says, I do have a Ninja Foodie. I have 4 Instapots. I use the broil setting on the oven if I need to crisp something after cooking it. Well, that sounds good. I know I watch Vivian tries a lot because she does a lot of product reviews and she absolutely loves her Ninja Foodie. And she said she used it more than the Instapots. That's the reason I was asking because I wanted Instapot. Then I seen that and I knew it could do the air frying, just all sorts of things. And I was just wondering. And Melville's Homestead says, oh, how sweet, talking about Great Pyrenees. I love that, LOL. The chewing phase is hard from all breeds.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he had some really. I've still got some
his
places on my hand right there and right here, and he got me right here. But he's just playing. But
at 3 months old though, and they say I got big hands.
He
And
does. Look,
he'd put my whole hand in his mouth.
he wears a size. Put your hand up here. He wears a size 13 ring, and I feel like I got big hands for a girl, but look at this. He got some big old hands. Billy Joe says, I'm bummed out. We are making solar, but we need to move soon. 6 weeks. If I could stand those panels up, I'd crank out a ton of power. They lay flat on my roof due to the park management won't mind their business. That's not good.
No.
I would be very bummed out too.
Yep, me too.
Red said she was picking on my dog and the boys one day. They had gotten home. The dog started barking, so to be goofy, I started barking too. Now the dogs look to me to bark every time. Maybe
Quit
that's why.
barking at him.
Maybe that's what Coco's doing. I'm trying to get him to speak, so I bark at him, and he just sits there and looks at me. He'll cock that head sideways and go.
And he'll look over at me, and I'm like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
she's lost it. Don't worry about it.
But I'm just trying to get him to speak. I don't know any other way of doing it. That was good, Red. I like that. Getting started on homesteading. I have to go. God bless y'all. God bless all of y'all. God bless you too. And thank you for coming in. Hit the
Yes.
like button on the way out if you hadn't. And we appreciate you joining us.
Yep.
Hope to see you on the next one. And Melville's Homestead says, oh, wow. But I honestly, if you really want a Great Pyrenees, I recommend them highly because they're supposed to be low energetic dogs, but you'll just absolutely
Well,
love them.
puppy's different. He'll slow down even more after he gets big, but he's still not like most little puppies. He don't play too long, and he's ready to go lay down.
Yep. Oh no, Red says I meowed at the cat and she looked at me like either I had insulted her or she was surprised I knew her language. Hey, I've actually got one that'll talk to me.
He tries to talk to everybody.
He
By
comes
your opinion.
he comes in the house. I'll say radar. He'll say, huh? And he out there talking to him, and he always that's how he does. I don't know. I don't know any other way. It sounds just like he's saying, huh? This is from Billy. Me, are researching aquaponics and hydroponics.
I'm wanting to get into that now. I want to try to raise some fish and feed my groceries.
I'll be making the system. This is strange because he's talked about doing this for a long time. I'll be making a system out of the IBC toads.
Yep.
I can keep fish as a hobbyist and use the byproduct to fertilize the plants. We've been talking about doing that. We've been wanting to get us a greenhouse, a big greenhouse, so we could do that.
Well, I ain't talking about a big greenhouse.
Well, not huge, but
medium size.
Real life with Michelle. Hey. She said, where's the puppy at now?
In front yard.
Yep. If he was in here with us, you wouldn't be able to see nothing
No.
but Coco.
See a white spot.
Yep, that's it.
It looked like somebody threw a snowball and knocked us both out.
Yeah, stuck a snowball in front of the camera, and that's all you'd see. Because if he's sitting on this couch, he would be way up here above our heads, and he's just 5 months old. I love little Coco. Well, he ain't little, but I still love Coco. He's just awesome. Red said, LOL, that's cute. Paula says, talking to Billy about it being a good system. Not mine, y'all.
What gets me on them is that filtering system. I've watched a bunch of other videos on them and everything, but I don't know where you go about getting all that stuff to put in the barrel for all the filtering and all of that stuff.
Travis and Billy Joe's got the same idea, Red said. Billy Joe says, I think a greenhouse and stable temperatures equal critical for good floral production, also healthy fish. Yes.
Yep. And lighting in the wintertime, you need some good light system in there to extend lighting out for several hours in the middle of the wintertime.
Yep. And Stevie says, Mr. Lazy, I had one of those white chickens to die the other day. She was looking a little sickly a day or two before she died. Sometimes it just happens.
Well, when you get them like that from where you got them, you got to consider they've already been a year old and they've been pushed to their limit that year.
Yep.
Cause coming out of them chicken houses like that, it's they've been pushed to lay everything that they can lay.
Yep.
But these out here so far, they seem to be doing good. They're eating like crazy.
Still haven't got no eggs though. Y'all,
No.
I'm sorry, my hair's stuck in my elbow and pulling.
Well, I can
Okay.
mount you a bungee cord up overhead there.
I think I just need to keep it up in a ball and be done with it. So sorry she died, Stevie. I'm telling you, whenever even to a chicken or anything dies, you ask him, it upsets me bad. I don't and that's the only thing I don't like about homesteading because as Jared says, it's part of homesteading and it's gonna happen. And
Well, it
it
ain't just
is.
part of homesteading.
Well,
It's
it's
just
part of
part of life.
life. Exactly. Just
Every
part of
day.
life. Everything's got a time.
Mhm.
And I mean, anything. It just breaks my heart. He said his laid a few eggs.
The only thing I know of is you could kind of consider that died and never been brought back to life is soil. It can get so bad it won't grow nothing, but if you do the right stuff, you can get it back to where to grow stuff.
Melville's Homestead. I don't handle death very well either. It's part of life, but I'm so big hearted that it hurts so deep. I'm telling that's me. I'm a very big hearted person and I love all of God's creations. I mean, it even hurt and I love the fish, but it even hurts me to kill a fish.
You ain't never killed one.
No. I
Well, I
I
don't
really
know.
hadn't, but
The way you used to fish, you jerk
for
their
them
lips
little
off.
that's what he used to tell me. When I first started fishing, I'd pull it back to set it. He said, "You ain't gonna catch them. You're gonna jerk her lips off."
You didn't catch them, you jerked it completely away from them. And you did have what's their lips on the hook one time. That's all you got left.
He's so funny.
I wish I'd had a video camera back in them days.
Oh man.
Made Daddy get off the boat one night and go hide.
That ain't no lie. I had a big old worm. I went to cast it. We was on a pontoon that had a cover on it. And I was standing in the middle of the floor and I cast it and I missed the big opening and hit the side of the wall right above his head and worm splattered everywhere. I mean, worm was everywhere. Y'all seen how big his eyes got. He didn't move though. I think
Didn't
he was
have time
afraid
to
to.
move.
Oh
Probably all
man.
he heard was pow.
Probably.
He probably didn't know if he hit him or the boat.
Oh me, Billy Joseph's barrel filter, lava stone and 3/4 inch rocks just pump over it, breaks up the nitrogen cycle. The plants devour the ammonia, also a drip system into another barrel through sand as a water polisher.
Okay.
And Paula said she's seen with her greenhouse that the temperatures are not stable. How would you keep stable temps?
That would have to be a heater.
Stevie.
But if you run an electric heater in a greenhouse, and the ones that I've seen, it'll tear your power bill up. Gas, pretty rough on the gas bill too.
And we have used wood,
Yeah, we've
but
used wood, but
that's hard too.
I sat over there with my nephew when he was had that, and me and him nights all night long would sit in there and keep fire going to keep it warm enough to keep the plants from freezing.
And Stevie says everything has an expiration date, and yes, it does. Billy Joe said same people use red wiggler worms in biofilter media. They eat the bigger debris. Been fishing bait side product.
Hmm. Hadn't thought about that now.
Red said, "We get our chickens this spring." Told Daryl from Two Family, "I may need to be bailed out of Looney House when I start clucking at them and the neighbors call the cops."
Okay.
I've talked to all the animals so much, this is no lie. I can walk up to the Chubs and I can say, "Hey Chubs, how y'all doing today?" And they'll stand there and cluck back at me. And I'm not kidding, and ask him.
Now, when that our turkey down there, when he got old enough to start gobbling, I was down there gobbling at him.
Yep, and I've named the turkeys Tom and Rhonda, and a lot of y'all know where that comes from.
Yeah, we've been able to send a message.
Yep, and whenever I say, "Hey Tom," he always gobbles back at me. Melville's Homestead said, "Yes, Stevie, I just don't want to be the one to make it expire," and you're exactly right.
Yeah, she makes me do that.
If they're sick or anything has to be put out of its misery, he's got to do it. I can't do it.
Well, I have to if you won't need it.
Yep, exactly. And Billy says, "Paula, location is key. Second, proper fan, heating system. Third, double walled plastic air barrier.
And it's still hard to keep them warm when it gets cold.
Water in a hydroponic system holds heat. Acts
Hmm.
as a thermal mass. Yes, it does." Red, yep, I knew where those names come from. I figured most of the people in here would. Ooh, Billy says, "Kiss my grass, lazy acres. We could sure need a meetup and barbecue equal P." Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We sure do. And you need to let us know exactly when and where. Billy Joe, I had one good location in my backyard. It's not perfect, has a single wild poly, and I don't want that part, but we got a huge deal, so I took it.
Well, to put the double wall on it, you just order another piece of plastic and then you mount a fan that blows in between the two.
And Red said she'd love the meetup too. Because we're not going to be far apart, so it ain't going to be a hard thing to do.
Hey, yep.
Paula says we could have it wired, but I chose not to do that. Now I think I will have some ran to it.
I don't blame you for that. I would. I'd go ahead and have some power in there because you never know when you might need a fan or a light or something like that going on.
And Red said she'd host it, and she says that they have a bonfire pit. Well, that sounds
Oh,
good
yeah.
because it would be, I mean, I know it's harder for you to get around, and that'd be a good meetup for us because I know y'all ain't very far from us. But that sounds awesome. We need to get together as soon as he gets into town or as soon as he gets settled in and knows he's gonna have some free time and make some plans.
Hey, yep.
Paula said, "Okay, I was thinking of adding another layer of poly. Did not know about a fan. Need to know more about that."
Well, they make them at you can order them from these greenhouse places. It's just a little cage
Well,
fan that
would it work if
comes
she
out.
could find somebody that had like an old chicken house and get one of the big
No, no,
fans?
no, no. You don't want the big fan.
It
This is
sucked
just
the
a
plants out.
no. This is just a little fan that blows so much air in between the plastic, the two
Oh,
pieces of
okay.
plastic, gives the air barrier between the plastic that acts like insulation.
And Red said half an hour from us and about 2 hours from Billy Joe. Well, if Billy Joe agrees, we will.
Yep.
I mean, we ain't got no big van or nothing. We could put you on the back of the pickup truck and let you slide back and forth as he's driving really wild, I guess.
Hey, I got a big horse or stock trailer. Well, it ain't a big and 14 foot, but you know.
That's mean.
Well, I was gonna put you back there too.
Well, I've rode back there before.
Not on the highway.
Oh, me. Red says we have a drum circle too. See Billy Joe. Drivery on a homestead needs to be cheap and easy and highly functional. Costly stuff is for the rich folk that like to waste money. You're exactly right. Red said,
Yep.
don't tempt me, LOL. Paula says, well, dang, y'all, I'm more like probably 8 hours. Let me check. Well, Paula, you're more than. I don't mind if you're invited. You know we all love you.
Yeah.
And Billy Joe says, Drivery equal everything. Yes, it does. Paula Wells, Jonesboro, right? If you're talking to us, we're Jonesville.
Jonesville.
But now I guess we're planning on meeting at Kiss My Grasses, which is near Stuart, Virginia. Billy says, my head was thinking costly stuff equal thrivery. Sometimes you can just do with what you got.
Well, I have to a lot.
Red said, if you want to come, I'll leave the light on for you, Paula. Motel, kiss my grass. Melville's homestead is Jonesboro in Arkansas. And Paula says, okay, Bill, looking at that. It's in North Carolina. Yep, not very far from Virginia border.
Yep.
If you see, Paula says 13 hours and 52 minutes. That ain't too bad.
Now, if you leave about 7 o'clock at night, you'll be here about 8 next morning.
Okay. I'll word this better. Everything you build on a homestead needs to be cost effective. Yes.
Yes.
There is a Jonesboro, North Carolina, LOL. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's down. Oh, well, that way.
Uh-huh.
See, there's my sense of direction again. Paula says, not when driving a 40-footer RV, LOL.
Oh, that ain't that bad. I used to have that, what was that Freightliner, about 275-inch wheelbase Freightliner truck, and pulled a 53-foot trailer behind it.
Yep.
And Mom and Daddy's got a 32-foot, wasn't it? 32-foot motor home, and I pulled a 24-foot pontoon boat behind it.
Yeah, and we actually drove it to Florida to Disney World.
Twice.
Yes. I'm telling you, if you ain't never been to Disney World, you need to go at least once. That is the most, oh, you see stuff that's so awesome. They had this thing called the Hall of Presidents, and I mean, the presidents was actually wax figures, and President Lincoln gave a speech, and Bill Clinton was standing back there going, but I'm telling you, they look so real. It's amazing.
Yeah, they probably got a few extra presidents down there now since we was down there.
No doubt. Melville is okay, that one. And Paula says, okay, Bill looking for that. It's North Carolina, 1352. Build a home. Done that one. Paula says they're done that one. Okay. Done that. No, I'm sorry, I must have hit this. Uh-huh. Billy Joe says Jonesville, Virginia.
Jonesville. Just like what we're in.
Okay. We're all Jones in. Paula says closer to the coast. Melvis Homestead, LOL. Red says my mom and dad made it from West Virginia to Oregon in 2 days in an RV. Stevie said just let Mr. Lazy's daddy pull while you're sitting on the tractor going down the road.
No, God, no.
That's where Glenn gets his driving from, LOL.
Yeah, our tractor tore up one time before we moved over here and was still living over in Brooks. made Daddy mad, so he hooked chain to the back of his car and took off out the road. And I was standing up on the tractor on the brakes trying to get it slowed down because it was leaving the ground. I bet we was running 60 mph before we got to the end of the road.
Paula said 13 hours is more like 26 hours, LOL. We'll make you a little road trip. If we could figure out a way of getting Red to be comfortable, maybe we could come up a little bit further, but we'd have to find somewhere where we could have our barbecue and all that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Uh,
we talked about trying to come out there to Dutch's thing, but all the stuff we got going on right now and everything, I don't see a way of getting away that long.
yep.
But now you talking about that driving stuff, it ain't that bad. I left California out there on the coastline one morning, and 2 days later I was sitting at the coast in South Carolina.
Melville is Homestead. Thanks for coming in. We've enjoyed talking to
Oh
you,
yes.
and it's been awesome having you in here. So hope to see you in on the next one. Have a good night and God bless.
Yep. Thank you for coming and stopping and talking with us.
Yep. And they just said that they had never been, but their daughters had been to Walt Disney World. Paula said Disneyland is the best or was before Disney World. I've not never been to Disneyland, but I've no ain't never been to Disney World. Which one is in Florida?
Disney World's in Florida, I think.
Okay.
Disneyland is
It's California.
California, I think.
Yep. Well, we ain't never been to the one in California, but been to the one in Florida, and I know it's awesome. They had 4D movies in there, and 3D was hard here.
Well, I think it was a thing that they was experimenting with, but it never did, evidently never did develop.
Evidently not, but that little man looked like he was just right here.
Fun part was there and the mist hit me in the face,
No
in the
doubt.
back.
Just Billy said, just so everyone knows, my buddy Corey Lane is very gentle, sweet guy. I'm very, very Boston. No clue how we mesh. He digs my ideas. I think he likes a thinker. I didn't know your accent would be so strong. Paul asked Billy why he was so nervous. Paula or Billy said probably 12 cups of coffee and me. And we was talking about having to look for a place to barbecue, and Paula says, "Barbecue, hello, 40-foot RV, LOL."
Mm,
And Melville's Homestead said thanks, and you too when we told them bye. Paula said, "Cover up, Billy Joe. I am way more perceptive than that." Billy says, "If I go to Dutch's, I lose 600 of my farm money, but I think the exposure will help me. Everyone is slowly learning who I am. Don't know if that's good or bad. It's good. You're awesome, Billy. We all love you." Paula, haha, you know me. That's her Billy talking to Paula. And Red said, if you're telling Billy Joe to cover up, Paula, I'm shutting my eyes. Paula said she went to Disneyland many years before Disney World opened. I know I did. Have any of y'all ever seen Avatar, the movie Avatar? I know the Disney World's got this thing where you can fly the banshees and all this, that, and the other. And I loved Avatar. I can't wait till the next five come out if they ever get here. Because I think it's supposed to come out this year in December 2020, and I'm going to see it in 3D if it ever does. But I'd love to go do that.
you've been saying that for 3 years now.
No, I'm talking about going to Disney World and fly the Banshees.
Oh.
I'd love to go. I don't know how they do it, but I'd love to go. I got to head to bed, Fred. My pillow is calling my name. Love you guys. Love you too, Wayne and Tina.
Hey, yep. Thank y'all for
And
stopping
miss
by.
y'all. And God bless y'all. Y'all are awesome people. Paula says, LOL, I am saying he is covering up what he was originally saying, talking about Billy. And Red said, oh, my mind totally went somewhere else, Paula. That happens to us all. Billy says, I'm off my rocker, but I'm brilliant when I need to be. That sounds a lot like him. Except
That's
he
what I-
stays off his rocker more than he needs to be brilliant anymore. I love you.
I ain't never mean it to you. Told on yourself. I got this.
It's
And
recorded.
I got the proof of this and now.
That's
Get
bad.
out of that one.
I don't guess I can.
I told you one of these days I was gonna catch you on video.
Uh-huh.
And it's even better. I got eyewitnesses now. They seen you.
Exactly. Oh me. Let's see. Billy Joe wants to know how to brew butter beer.
Don't know.
Harry Potter brew. Sounds yummy. I have no idea. I can't help you there. YouTube it.
Yeah.
And Red says, we need to have a barbecue, then go to Walmart and play golf through the toy section with pool noodles and beach balls. Well, I'll be arrested. Paula, maybe you need to send somebody or stay on the outside in your RV so you can come bail us all out.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'd just stay outside while y'all in there.
Red says 4. We could take some cow chips in there and play ice hockey.
You better make sure they several days old first. If it don't, it might splatter.
Yeah, that'd be bad. And
God,
Billy
my
Joe said, kiss my grass, that sounds like arrest. You're sure? It sure does. He said, I'm in.
Yeah, I started saying it sounded like it'd be up Billy's alley.
Oh,
I've got
me.
too old for all them games.
Oh, Lord.
And right now I couldn't try to outrun them.
Look, Paula says, LOL at Kiss My Grass Acres. It's 4, short for forward. You are about to get hit in the head.
I've always wondered
Forewarned.
what
I'm sorry. Forewarned, you're about to get hit in the head.
I always wondered what they was hollering for.
And Red said, talking about us going to jail only if we get caught.
Yeah, but I can't run fast no more with my back.
Paula said she'd do all of that. LOL. She's going to come bail us out.
I think she's talking about she'd come and help you.
Probably. I'd be egging her on. Come on, Paula. We can
No.
sit in jail for a few days. It ain't gonna matter. Say I've never been to jail till after I was 50.
I can't say that.
No, you can't.
Nope.
And Red says things I have done. That. Paula says me too, but did it at Toys R Us. Billy says I never yell for her. I just enjoy the aftermath. Y'all see me whacking stuff around, you know something bad's gonna happen. Yep, we see you with anything in your hands, we know to run.
Yeah, you see him swing a golf club and he'll stand there and look for a minute and then you see him say, yoo-hoo, you know he got him.
That's right. Paula says, I've never been to jail. I still have another year plus before I can say 50. Well, I'm getting, actually, in just a few days, I'm getting ready to turn 51. So, probably by the time we do this, I can say I was after 51 before I ever went to jail.
Yeah, in about 2+ years, I won't have to worry about the 50s.
Nope, that's right. I have went flying through Walmart's parking lot like screaming, I believe I can fly. You should have been singing that song. Red, you're funny.
don't know. We
We
might.
don't need to get together.
I'm
I'm
just sitting
changing
here
my
thinking.
mind.
I'm sitting here thinking. I'm having second thoughts about this now.
Cause I can be very loud too.
Can they?
Yep, I sure can.
You can't be quiet.
That's true too. Paula says, not that I have not deserved jail, just saying I was more clever than most. Tee. I know that feeling.
I escaped it a few times.
Billy Joe says, I learned not to bring my kids into Walmart. I always forced to drag them out kicking and screaming toilets when all I wanted was a pack of batteries or a roll of toilet paper. I've seen that happen to a few kids in Walmart.
Oh,
Oh, me. Paula said I go into commissary when pregnant with my first hollering wide load. Was your husband flagging for you? Oh me. Travis want to go into store. Travis won't go into the store with me anymore. Matt always comes just to see what I will do. LOL. Oh me. That sounds just like me. I embarrass him a lot of times, I think. Because he knows if it comes into my head, I'm going to say it, I'm going to do it, I don't care where I'm at.
now a lot of times I just turn around and walk off. Like I don't know her.
Uh-huh, he will. And that ain't no junk. Oh, Lord, Glenn, we've been in here over 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, I'm having a ball. I
I,
didn't know we'd been here that long.
I was wondering if you was ever gonna notice. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Paula said every single one of us are silly when we're tired. Hot, LOL.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I still need to try to put a video together tonight if it turns out any good.
Yeah, because I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it or not.
Yeah, we got some clips I need to go through and see if anything's gonna be worth trying to put one together with.
Red says, I can't wait till I get to Lowe's again. Oh, I have something planned for that video.
Which one do you go to? The one over Mount Airy or is there one up there around Stewart?
There should be one in Stewart. They're
I
everywhere.
don't know.
I'm gonna make sure to watch it. I'm gonna see what you've got planned.
Oh,
Red says, honestly, Paula, I'm always like this. You sound like you're a member of our family. I'm telling you.
her family.
Yeah, my family, the crabs and well, we're crabs. We're crabby people. But that's Mama's real maiden name is Crab, Crabb, and I'm telling you, they ain't got a lick of sense. Well, they ain't stupid. They just love to have fun. Billy Joe says, I've been in jail one time. It was my first peaceful night sleeping. No wife, no kids, no neighbors. Just some hat saying in a drunken stupor, I don't belong in here. My reply was, yes, you do.
Oh God.
That was how he got in jail.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was
too
in
drunk.
And she said in Martinsville, only one around.
Okay.
Paula says thinking to dial up tomorrow and record our official kickoff video tomorrow. Earn the 138 subs I have. Stevie says I'm coming to do a live chat with y'all. LOL. You need to.
Come on.
LOL, Billy. Everybody's telling Billy LOL. Billy Joe, I always look funny in makeup, Paula. Hey, there you go, Billy. Do that. Do a video on putting on makeup.
She'll watch it. She's in here one night trying to get me to watch it. And I'm sitting there and I looked at her and I said, that's the guy. She said, yeah, I know. I said, I ain't watching that.
Y'all, I'm not kidding. There was this one guy on there after he got made up. I mean, almost all guys, you can tell they're guys. This one, there ain't no way y'all could have told he was a guy. y'all would have been like, well, there was a way, but not just looking, you would not have
I
known.
wouldn't wanted to look.
Oh me. Red says I have never been arrested or had a ticket except for parking in the handicap spot. And you got a ticket for that? Paula says my husband went to jail once, he told me. He was pulled over for a traffic stop and they arrested him on a warrant for a late library book.
Hey, now that was one good thing about not being smart in school. You didn't have to worry about them coming at you from the library.
I didn't know they could arrest you for a late library book. I swear I didn't. She said that story just kills me. Honest to God, I hope I'm not being stupid, but I didn't
I
think
think
that
I
was
did
a
have one
thing.
late one time when I was in elementary school. I think it was the only book I ever checked out.
You
They
probably
started
did.
telling me it was late and everything, and I told them I said I ain't got it read yet.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy.
I think
Billy.
back then it cost me 15 cents to get that book put back in there.
When you went to school, what was it? A penny a week for a late book?
I don't know. It probably wasn't that late now, but I
Oh,
don't
man.
think I finished that book report though.
Oh, Lord. I must have missed something. Because Billy Joe says I have one. Fake blood and badges. It exists. Lord, Polly, you made me cry. I can't see. My eyes got tears in them. Oh, man. Library book. I can't believe that one. Yep. And I love, Red says, yep. And I love going to court on that one. And I rolled up to the judge. LOL. Billy Joe says, Paula, that town believes in their law enforcement.
Mm,
Funny thing, he didn't even check the book out. It was his daughter under his name.
yeah, back in the day, I got to where I was going to court so much that I got to where it didn't bother me no more. I got where I wasn't even nervous going in the courthouse.
Oh Lord, that's so funny. Paula. I've never ever heard tell of anybody getting arrested for a late library book. I have now. It's the funniest dumb story ever, and it's so true.
That's the ones that makes the best stories is when they are true.
She said he's still mad about it.
I would have been too.
And yesterday, that story is hilarious. I'm not kidding. I really do. I got tears coming out my eyes. Oh me. Well, guys, I think we need to get off here and go to bed, or I'm gonna start being really stupid. Stevie said, "And where did that happen?" She's in Missouri, right? All right.
What do you mean start? You've been that way for 40 years. I know of.
Oh me, so glad y'all think like me. LOL. You got it, girl. Red said that's so much fun. I just cannot believe that. I can't wait to tell Mama tomorrow that I know somebody who got arrested for a late library book, and it wasn't even his.
Yeah, it'd probably been a video for long she remembers it.
Yep. Paula said she believed he was pulled over in Joplin.
Oh lordy. Missouri.
Yep. Oh me, we
I've
now
been through
live in
that town a
there.
few times.
Oh me, that is so funny. I just can't believe that. I guess that'd be a way of scaring little kids into making sure their library book wasn't late. I think we're going to do a small road trip tomorrow, Boston to New York, western side. There is an aquarium I want to take them to, and a few breweries on the way. We'll come bail you out, Billy Joe. Don't drive and drink.
No, that don't pay good.
Nope. He
It's
knows.
very expensive.
You won't be able to be in deliveries no more.
Yeah, they'll take you CDLs for that anymore. I got it all out of my system before I got my CDLs.
Uh-huh. I collect crawlers, jugs, the beer. Is it the beer steins or beer mugs, whatever? That's what I figure it is.
Or shot glasses.
You know, I know Kendra, the one that was in here tonight. She actually went to New York City during New Year's to watch the ball fall, and she said she'd never go back.
I come through New York City one night about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and you had to pedal to the metal
You
and
ain't
let it roar
kidding.
too, didn't you?
I didn't slow down, didn't take my eyes off the road. I didn't even look in the mirrors no more.
Oh my gosh, Billy. Billy says big glass bottles, half a gallons.
Mm.
I bet you got them lit up with some samples in there too, don't you? Samples just wouldn't come through.
Well, that's like those mason jars. If you find them with the number 13 on them, you know they hadn't never had alcohol in them.
Has everyone seen the Kyle Chicken video? I hadn't.
The what now?
Kyle Chicken video.
I don't think so.
I hadn't seen that one. We'll have to go look. Is that one of yours that you put out? Anyone in the trucking world knows you do not stop or look behind you when you're going through New York City.
That's right.
That's right. Because what was it you said? We ain't stopping.
No, I was gonna come out and around New York from up there where we was at, and the other drivers that was up there that was with the same company I was leased to, they was all going down through New York, and they kept telling me to come on, follow them. That we'd go right on through New York, and I told them, I said, well, there's one thing about it. If y'all run off and leave me up here, I will haunt you. And I tell you what, we come through New York up there. Oh God, that was back what early '90s, maybe the mid '90s. And we come through there about 2 o'clock that morning. We was running probably about 80 mile an hour.
Oh, it's kale. I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm tired. It's kale, not Kyle. Sorry.
Y'all see what I have to put up with now 24/7?
Oh me, I've still got tears in my eyes from Paula's story.
No wonder my reading and writing's getting worse. See my
Yeah, I
teacher
got
now?
it. Yeah. But it's kale. I'm so sorry. Let's see. She said, not sure. I found some interesting chicken cookbooks. Billy Joe, just look at my Facebook. That's good, Red, because I need to look too. I love chicken, and any recipe on chicken is awesome. Paula said, talking about New York, it's not so friendly a place for the truckers.
No.
Well, I know Kendra and them, they absolutely hated it when they went up there for New Year's. She said it stunk.
I've heard a lot of people talking about being up there at big holiday, especially like New Year's, watching that ball, and they say that it's pretty much you just standing there with somebody pushing against you all the time.
I couldn't stand that. I'd go
Mm-mm.
crazy. And Billy said Sonny Sloat may have made it. His chicken kill. Attacks him nonstop and he's cussing hard at the bird to F off. We're gonna have to watch it. I hadn't seen it. So we need to go to Sunny Slope.
I don't know. I think I might have seen
I'll
that.
find it, tape it, and put it on episode 8 of the Crocker Pot. One was 50 Shades of Grey cookbook. Oh no.
Yeah, remember saying that somewhere.
Please, please do, Billy Joe. That's my husband, Samuel O.L. So maybe it was Kyle. Yes, Kyle, not Kale. I told y'all I was tired. So
Well,
I
you
said it right the first time, then made a mistake the second time. Oh man, y'all, I'm getting tired. We've been in here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Are y'all
Yep.
ready to get off? Kyle eats kale. Billy Joe says we're done. Good deal. Me too. So everybody, I appreciate all of y'all coming in and talking to us. I've
Yep.
had a ball. I mean a ball. But I know it's 12 o'clock. After 12 o'clock. So it's
Well,
time to
here on
go
the
to
East
bed.
Coast,
Yeah.
they ain't quite got there yet on some of the other areas.
Yeah, that's right. So it's night time, and I want to say thanks for everybody that's been in here with us tonight.
Yeah, ours started on Sunday and go in, I mean, on Saturday night and ending in Sunday
It's
morning.
exactly. That means we like to talk a lot. So good night, everybody. God bless each and every one of y'all, and thank y'all so much, and hope to see y'all. This has been